Hey everybody, it's Anastasia in the news this week. Teens vaping, juuling in the bathrooms at school. What? Today I'm going to share with you what the schools are doing, and here's what you can do to help to solve it, because it will impact your teenagers' personal development. All right, so first of all, yes, they're gonna go and start going into the bathrooms in, I would say, middle school through high school. And what they're going to do is they're going to start placing these posters of warnings on e-cigs and juuling and the dangers of what it can do to your brain, to your body, to your health, and somebody else's health. So what is the difference? E-cigs, okay, yes, it's vaping, and maybe there's not enough nicotine. Let's go with that. Juuling, you don't have a choice. Juuling comes with nicotine in the pod. So let's go over that first. One Juul pod has as much nicotine as one pack of cigarettes. One Juul pod has as much nicotine as one pack of cigarettes. In fact, they're advertising, I'll show it to you here, as a cigarette experience. What? Why? What is wrong with, everything's wrong with it. Everything is wrong with it. Here's the scenario. You can imagine, hey, I have to use the restroom. Can I go to the restroom while your kid's in school, right? These kids are staying out long. It's almost like they're on a cigarette break, because they are. And they're not networking, okay? So they're not networking. They're vaping, they're juuling in the bathroom. We can educate. We can have a discussion without judgment and sharing, hey, did you happen to know the impact of nicotine on an adolescent's brain, or on your brain until age 25? Your brain is like a software program. So what are you programming it to do? First of all, if you're looking at juuling and you've got the advertisement, that would be my first concern. It looks like a USB port. Parents, check your child's things. I mean, my parents, I would be scared to death, but I can tell you this. If I had the money, I'd want a cell phone or an iPad, and then clothing and makeup. There's no way that I could support another habit being juuling. So when your body is on nicotine and you take this puff, whether it's vaping or juuling, what happens is nicotine is delivered to your brain in 10 to 20 seconds. 10 to 20 seconds. You just had your brain this massive rush where it's releasing dopamine insanely. It's like the reward center. So if you watch Big Bang Theory, where Sheldon would keep giving Penny the chocolate because she was doing something he liked for her to do, it's basically the same thing. Only your brain is going to be reprogrammed to say, I can't get no satisfaction. Number two, the mood disorders that you will show being addicted to nicotine is the fact of lack of impulse control. You'll be more moody, and you'll have a lack of concentration. In a world where we need to be more mindful, especially in the bathrooms at schools, I don't want to be in your cloud, okay? That's not being very mindful. It's not being very respectful, because the clouds, secondhand smoke, they do have particles in them, and I don't want that impact on my health. But let's go how that impacts on your health. And this is the final point. It can impact your health if you're prone to respiratory problems or heart problems. It can impact your health as far as oral side effects, being ulcers, maybe throat irritation because maybe you switched e-juices, or you're not used to it. You can have dry mouth. It can alter the DNA in your saliva. I mean, this is just incredible. And in some studies, it can increase your risk for oral cancer. Now, this isn't a whole scare tactic, but I would say let's go on the addiction of nicotine and start with it there. It lasts in your system for 4 days. So why would you reprogram your brain to something that is detrimental down the line? If you are parents, when you're checking your child's things or your young adult's things, or if they're in college, then I would ask you this. Have the conversation, discuss how they may ease off on the nicotine, or be respectful with vaping, because that can impact somebody else's health. And if you're gonna mess with my health, that's not cool either. Finally, if you're going to have this, make sure that you or the young adult is cleaning these things. Maintenance is an issue. You've got to make sure they're cleaned every week, every month, replacing the coils, replacing the tubes, the screen. And some people, I mean, they're teenagers. Are they going to want to do maintenance? Probably not. But that's where maybe you can help them understand, hey, it's like a pet. If you're going to have to take care of a pet, you're going to have to take care of your pod. So I hope this helps you out understand what's going on, what may be happening within your schools from middle school to high school, and understanding the depth and agree that this can impact your young adult with their personal development and likely into their professional development. You got a question for me? Ask and I'll be glad to help you out on a future episode. Otherwise, like this channel and join me every single week. And until next Wednesday, take what you learn and make a difference with it.